I've now been working out for the last 20 years of my life, and it has changed my life. I have made a career out of it. I met the love of my life out of it, and I want to help you change your life too. So here is 20 fitness lessons from the last 20 years that I can give to you. Number one, this one has nothing really to do with fitness, but it is the most important part. It is your mindset. You have to have a strong mind if you want to succeed in this, because this is not an easy journey, which is why most people give up. So what you need to do is you need to sit down with yourself and you need to find your why. Why are you doing this? And when things get tough, which they will be, you have to remember your reason for doing all of this. When I started all this, my reasons, they were pretty superficial. I was in high school, and as a high school teenager, you want to get the girl. And so I had this pre-perceived notion that if I got jacked and I got some muscles, then the girls will notice me and then I can get a date and find a girlfriend. So I actually started all this for love. But as time went on, it became different. It became more about self-improvement, self-empowerment. And I believe for anyone, that's what fitness is all about. It's about self-empowerment. By the way, just curious, what is your reason for doing all of this? Comment down below. Tip number 2 is counting your steps. Your steps, they're a lot more important than you think. As people age, they start to think that the metabolism is slowing down. That's the reason why they're gaining so much weight. But a lot of times it has to do with their movement. They're just not moving enough. I remember when I was a kid and my mom would take me to school in the mornings, I would always see these older Asian ladies and they will always be walking with their 1-pound dumbbells and their little visors. And I remember thinking, this is dumb. What are you guys doing? But now I finally understand. They were getting their steps in. And as you age, it's very important to keep moving. So no matter what, walking is something that you keep in your routine for the rest of your life. Okay, tip number 3, you might not like this one, but don't be in a hurry. Fitness is one of those things that it just takes time. That's all it is. It's consistency and it's time. It's you doing the same thing over and over and over again until you get your results. People these days, they want the fast fix, 10 pounds in 10 days, or they take steroids to build muscle as fast as they can. And they don't even care about the long-term side effects that come along with that. You have an advantage. You understand that this is gonna take time. So you're not gonna be one of those people that goes gung-ho and they're doing everything they can to lose that 10 pounds in 10 days. They get burned out and then they quit. You get to be the other person that understands that all of this just takes time. And when a year passes and you've been consistent, you will be a lot further ahead than that person that went gung-ho from the start and decided to quit. Don't be in a hurry. Number 4, strength training is king. Building muscle has to be your top priority. It's gonna not only help you feel better, have better posture, have stronger ligaments, have better bone density for when you're older to fight things like osteopenia, but it also is the number 1 factor on keeping your metabolism healthy so that you can eat more food and stay more fit. Whatever program you decide to do, if it's like Pilates, yoga, you have to remember that strength training is still number 1. And you can do those things, but you have to also make sure you include that strength training component. All right, number 5, exercise selection does matter. You probably heard this a lot where people will say barbell squats is king. The thing is that you have to select an exercise that's appropriate for you. So if you have bad knees or a bad lower back, then doing barbell squats, it might not be the best thing for you to do. A better option would be to do hack squats or do a leg press. Same with bench press. If you have some kind of shoulder problem and every time you bench press it hurts, then you might want to do a dumbbell press instead. But the thing is that you want to make sure you select an exercise that's appropriate for you. So go to the gym and find these big compound movements and find one that feels best on your body. So you can apply progressive overload, and you can continue doing these exercises and get stronger at these exercises specifically. Tip number 6, working out around your injuries. I hate to say this. The moment you walk into a gym, you're gonna get hurt. It's unavoidable. Everybody that has worked out will get hurt. And I don't mean like someone's gonna come up to you and punch you in the face or something. Not like that. I mean, you're gonna be doing squats, and one day your knee will start to hurt a little bit. Or you're gonna bench press, and your shoulder's gonna hurt a little bit. And sometimes these injuries get pretty bad. So what you do is you need to learn to work around these injuries. If you hurt your right arm, continue working the left arm. Continue working out your legs. Just because one limb is hurt and one limb is suffering doesn't mean the other 3 limbs have to suffer with it. So learn to work around your injuries. Accept that this is gonna happen eventually, and you are gonna be one step closer to being fit. Tip number 7, you don't have to work out every single day to get fit. You also don't have to work out 6 days a week, or even 5 days, or even 4 days, or even 3 days. You can get fit just working out 2 days a week. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, what? This is blasphemy. What is he saying? You can get fit doing 2 workouts a week. As long as it's full body, you're pushing hard, and you do that the rest of your life, you can still make remarkable gains. So if you think that you have to commit everything and live in the gym to get results, you don't. 2 times a week will get you pretty far. Number 8 is getting enough protein in every day. Protein is literally the building blocks of muscle. You need to eat your protein. And the best way to do that is tracking it. So how much do you need? You need about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight if you weigh like less than 200 pounds. Once you go past 200 pounds, like let's say you're 300 pounds, you don't really need 300 grams of protein weighing in at 300 pounds. This is where you can apply the 0.8 rule. So you just get your weight and you multiply by 0.8, and it'll roughly give you about how much protein you need every day. Start to eat protein, it'll help you stay full, and more importantly, like I said in the beginning, you need it to build muscle. That's why I'm saying it twice. Tip number 9, count your calories. You don't have to count macros. So if you know what macros are, it's counting the carbs, the protein, the fats in foods, and every single day you have a certain goal to hit. I've done that, and it is rough. It's hard if you have never done it before. A more simple solution is just to count the calories and count the protein, of course, just like tip number 8, count your protein. You need to know how many calories you're consuming, because if you don't know that number, then you have no idea how much you need to eat to lose weight and how much you need to eat to gain weight in case you're looking to bulk up. Counting your calories is the only way to do that. You also don't have to count calories the rest of your life. But it's important to learn how to do it for at least a year, because then you start to realize and learn how many calories is in certain foods. Like you start to learn things like at Cheesecake Factory, a average slice of cheesecake is 1,200 calories. And you start to learn, oh, you maintain around 1,800 calories a day. So if you eat that slice of cheesecake, then you almost hit like 3/4 of your entire day in just one little slice. So that's why learning calories is so important. Number 10 is mobility. Being mobile is so important because when you get stronger, your muscles start to limit you and you start to lose flexibility, you start to lose mobility. And the less mobility you have, the more likely you will get hurt in the gym as you get stronger. So that's why it's so important to do mobility drills, doing things like external rotations, and it just keeps you healthy. So that way you can continue lifting weights without getting hurt. Number 11, more is not always better. In the world of fitness, so many people think that they have to work out every day or even twice a day, every day. More is not the answer because you have to let your body recover. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like when you get a plant. When you get a plant, you have to water it, every other day or just a little every day. you can't drown it in water. So you can't get a hose and leave it on the plant and leave it on for 10 days. First of all, your water bill is gonna suck. But second of all, your plant, that plant's gonna die because it has too much water. When you're going to the gym every single day, you're sore, you're not even recovered, and you're trying to work out again, this is where more is not better. Number 12, you're gonna love this one. You can still have fun foods and be lean and fit at the same time. I get this all the time from my clients. They tell me, Wisdom, you must just only eat like chicken and broccoli and rice. Like, do you ever eat cake or have ice cream or chips? Every day I have something bad. It's all about moderation. I might have ice cream, I might have chips. It all depends on my mood and what I want. And that's why I count calories. As long as it fits my calories, I can have it. Majority of the time, you still want to make sure you're eating pretty healthy. And as long as you're counting your protein, that will put you at a place where you have to make good decisions still, because you can't hit your protein with just ice cream and pizza. You just can't. Tip number 13 is to get decently strong. So what do I mean by decently strong? This means that you're stronger than the average person that is your height, your weight, and your age. So if you're 200 pounds, 5'10", you're 30 years old, if you're stronger than like 90% of all the other guys that are also 5'10", 200 pounds, and 30 years old, then you're in a great spot. When you start getting to a elite level of strength, the risk to reward ratio is no longer really in your favor at all. This means that the stronger you get, the higher the risk that you're going to get hurt. Example is a guy that can squat 500 pounds for 10 reps versus a guy that is squatting 300 pounds for 10 reps. That guy that is squatting 500 pounds for 10 reps, he is at a much higher risk of injury compared to the guy that is doing 300 pounds. Get decently strong, and once you're there, maintain that, because injury is gonna be the reason why you will really lose a lot of your gain. Tip number 14 is to train like a bodybuilder. All right, now this one, I know this one sounds crazy. You probably don't even wanna be a bodybuilder, but hear me out here. The reason why I say train like a bodybuilder is because it is so hard to build muscle. It just is. And so you wanna pick a sport, and now some people will say, oh, bodybuilding is not a sport. Okay, but let's continue on. You want to pick a sport like bodybuilding where it focuses just on building muscle. And chances are, if you're natural and you're not on any kind of steroids, you will never ever even look like one of those big scary bodybuilders on stage. Now, if you happen to end up looking like that, that just means that you have God-given genetics. And I don't even know what you're doing here watching this video. Tip number 15 is supplements. Let me save you a bunch of money right now. The only 3 supplements that you need is a multivitamin, omega-3s, and creatine. Creatine is the #1 best natural supplement for fitness. And on top of that, it not only helps you build muscle, it's also very good for cognitive health as well. 16 is sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep every night, at least 8-9 hours. The reason why is because sleep is responsible for helping your body recover from those hard workouts. It's gonna help regulate your hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin so that you're not too hungry, and also help you stay full when you do eat. It's gonna help regulate your fat loss as well, because it does help decrease your cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. And sleep is just nice to get. Everyone loves to take a good nap. Tip number 17 is making sure that you're hydrated. Water is very important in performance in the gym. If you're dehydrated, that means your muscles cannot push as hard as they normally could, because muscle is about 70% all water. On top of that, I also want you to create a relationship with water with energy. Being dehydrated usually leads to you feeling tired. And I don't know about you, but I hate feeling tired. One little trick that's helped me drink a lot more water is I literally relate water with energy. And I don't want to feel tired, so I'll make sure that I stay hydrated throughout the day, and it does make a difference. Number 18 is training when you don't feel like it. A lot of people, they rely on motivation to go work out. And the thing is, if you're relying on motivation to work out, then you're never gonna be fit, because chances are, most of the time, you're not gonna feel motivated. That's just the truth. I'm not motivated every time I go to the gym. I would say like more than half of my workouts, I go into my workouts not motivated, like kind of tired actually. When you feel tired, go to the gym anyways, because the moment you get out of your house and you start driving there, that is literally half the battle. And once you get there, you'll know what to do. And there is no such thing as a bad workout. The only bad workout is the workout you didn't do. Number 19 is to try different programs. There is no one workout program that fits everybody. Everyone's body is different. Your body is different from my body. And that's why when you look at top bodybuilders, they all train a little differently from each other. You have to figure out, are you more fast twitch muscle fibers or are you more slow twitch? Because if you're more fast twitch, that means your bodies can respond pretty well to high intensity, lower reps, kind of like powerlifting training. If you're more of a slow twitch, then that means that your bodies can respond better to higher repetitions and more endurance training. And the only way for you to find this out is for you to experiment and try different programs and learn more about your body. The last tip I have for you is to not do what is optimal, but to do what is sustainable. This means that I can lay out for you the most perfect plan that is made specifically for you to help you to get the most fit that you have ever seen. But if you hate that plan and you can't stick to it for more than a week, then that means that this plan that's designed for you, even though it's the perfect plan for you, is not the best plan for you. Because you have to find something that you enjoy. And when you find a plan that you love and you can stick to that, then that is actually the best plan for you. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully one of these tips will help you out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, check out one of these other videos here, and I'll see you next time.